Do you ever come across those individuals who never want to try new things because they are worried about what will people say? Or maybe you are one of them. Let's talk about that. When we say what will people say, who do you refer to? Because if you were so worried about what will people say, you would not be doing some of the wrong things that you are doing because you'd be worried of what will people say. But I find that many of us, we use that excuse of what will people say just because we don't want to do the right thing. When we go and loot, when we go and stay in the shebeen until 3 o'clock in the morning, when we drink in public, when we get unplanned children at 16 or 17, when we steal, we never ask that question, what will people say? But when we're supposed to do the right thing, when you're supposed to go and find a job, you can't take a gardening job. What will people say about you? You can't take a car washing job. You worry about what will people say. You can't apply for that job because you're worried about what will people say. You see, when you're supposed to do all the right things, you start asking what will people say. But when you do all the wrong nonsense, you never ask that question. So we must stop using people as an excuse for not doing the right things. Because the interesting thing is that even these people that we're worried about, number one, they don't care about you. Number two, they don't know you. Number three, they are minding their own business. So you are busy thinking you are a celebrity. What will people say? Which people? They don't know you. You're not a celebrity. Do what you're supposed to do and do what you need to do without worrying about what will people say. The only people you should be worried about them is your family. And by family, I mean if you are married, your wife and your children. If you're not married, your mom and your dad. Your friends and everybody else should not be your concern because they have their own problems that they're dealing with. But you are trying to make yourself a celebrity and think about what will people say. They will not say anything. And unfortunately, for your information, as people, we are meant to say something. Whether it's good or it's bad, when you succeed, we're going to say something. When you fail, we're going to say something. When you don't do anything, we will still say something. So why must you worry yourself about what will people say? That is why I'm saying it's just an excuse for you not to do anything. It's just an excuse for you to continue to do the wrong things without worrying about people. But when we say, come, here's a cleaning job, you're worried about what will people say. So you need to get over yourself. Stop setting yourself impossible standards. You don't want a gardening job, but you only have a grade 3 as your highest qualification. All of a sudden, with your grade 3, you want a corner office job. That is an impossible standard. It's not a high standard. So let us not set standards that will then make us make those excuses of what will people say when we don't achieve them. You set your standard of, I want to date a tall, dark, and handsome guy. What if the tall, dark, and handsome guys don't like you? Instead of saying, I want to date a guy that I love and he loves me, you busy setting standards. And unfortunately, those standards are your only standards. It doesn't mean other people will support your standards. I want to marry a blonde bomb. I want to marry a yellow bone. What if yellow bones don't like you? So stop setting impossible standards for you. Do what you have to do. If you find someone to love, regardless of whether they are tall, dark, and handsome, date a person or love a person that loves you back, or love a person that will add value to your life as much as you will be adding value to his or her life. Stop the what will people say nonsense, because it is something that makes us not progress in life. Opportunities pass us by because we are worried about what will people say. But all of a sudden, when we do all these wrong things in public, we don't worry about what will people say. So, time for excuses. It's over. Forget about what will people say. Follow your heart. Do what you're supposed to do to survive, to support your family, and be a productive citizen. What will people say? People will say whatever they want to say. And anyway, those people are not dependent on you. You're not dependent on them. Why are you worried about what will say? They can say whatever they want to say. They don't pay taxes for you. They don't pay your salary. You don't owe them anything, but you're worried about what they'll say. Worry about what will your boss say, because that is the person you need to impress if you are employed. When you do all the wrong things, worry about what will your boss say. Worry about what will your family say. Don't worry about what will people say, as if those people account to you or you report to them. No. Stop making excuses. Become a productive citizen.